We have some news.
We do.
In September last year, we got the keys to this dilapidated, rundown chalet bungalow. A house that is in desperate need of some TLC. But we didn't just sit around and think about what this could be, we dove right in. Oh my god, yeah, you've done loads.
In the 5 months since, we have completely transformed the front garden and driveway. We've added in a whole new bathroom and we've completed 2 bedrooms to allow us to live on site. This is so cozy. We've torn down walls, built up new ones, but most exciting of all, we've kicked off our new kitchen diner extension.
So exciting.
It's so exciting.
From digging the foundations to laying every single brick. From roofing to insulation and so much more, we have poured our hearts into this renovation. Now it's time to make some more muck. But trust us, the hard work is not over. Our next job is to finish this extension by plasterboarding it and installing our dream kitchen.
Now that's exciting.
Then we're going to tackle the build of the 3 dormers we're putting upstairs, which is going to transform this 1 big bedroom into 2 bedrooms and 2 en-suites. Really nice.
There's absolutely no doubt about it that we have got a mountain of work ahead of us.
Carpe diem, seize the day.
But we're going to keep pushing forward with every little last bit we've got.
I felt really nervous at first, but now I feel fine.
And we're able to do that because of you guys watching along every week and keeping us so motivated. I'm feeling good. So thank you all so much for the support. And with that being said, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode of this crazy Reno series.
Who cares?
Anyway, let's get into the video, shall we?
So you may remember last week we insulated the floor. Yes, we did do that twice because we had to go back on ourselves. We have done everything wrong. And our building control inspector said that she just needed a photo of this and she needed evidence that it was 100mm thick, which it is. So she's given us the all clear to do the OSBing on the top. And eventually, once we have got all the OSB down, we are thinking that we might be doing underfloor heating. We're not 100% sure yet though. If you guys have any thoughts or suggestions about that, let us know. Is it worth it? Should we actually just be putting 2 sort of vertical radiators on the wall instead?
Any recommended companies? That'd be really useful as well.
That would be useful for underfloor heating, yeah. Anyway, let's crack on with the OSBing, shall we?
OSB time?
Yes, let's go. So here we're using 18mm thick OSB board, and it feels so good being able to install this because we've been tiptoeing around these joists for months now. We could only get about 2/3 of the OSBing done before we realised that we needed to make sure that our waste pipe for our sink and dishwasher was in place.
Firstly, we have got our kitchen sink coming in here, so we're going to make a waste pipe for that now, run it out of the 2 bricks out the side, which is below our damp-proof course, so that we can eventually pick that pipe up later and connect it to our soil pipe. All things that have got to be done in advance, otherwise you end up going back on yourselves when you've laid your tiles, you've done your underfloor heating or whatever you're doing. It could create carnage. So good job that we remembered that. Let's do it. Ready? Yeah. Cool, now we just need to notch it through. Cool, that's good there, mate.
Now the waste pipe was in, the boys could finish the last couple bits of OSB, whilst I removed the dead ivy going up this wall, ready for a cheeky bit of bricklaying tomorrow. For those wondering where we were last week, by the way, we actually went to Morocco with our friends Chris and Paloma from Restoring number 4. It's very sweet because we got so many DMs, so many emails saying, where are you? You guys okay? We did do a post on Sunday on YouTube, but for some reason not everyone sees that. I think you have to go onto our profile and click like community to actually see the posts. But we were all fine, we were all healthy. We just went on a nice little 4-day getaway and we had the best time. If you have not been to Morocco, we highly recommend it, and it is also very cheap. And now we're back, we are feeling fully refreshed. So it is that time to take away this window and block it up. Do you remember ages ago, probably in like episode 5, we asked you guys whether we should block up that window between the utility room and the kitchen. As you know, this will be our utility room and the extension will come out the back here. Do we keep the window? A lot of you guys said block it up. So that's what we're gonna do. The main reason we're doing this as well is because it is ridiculously high on the kitchen, because the kitchen is about 4 steps lower than the utility room. So it does look very out of place and right at the top of the wall, which we don't want. I'm gonna work out how to get the glass out first. We did this with our bathroom, do you remember a few episodes ago as well? So it's just copying that exact process. Let's go.
Go on then, give it a shove. Yeah. They Sikaflex around it. Fucking hell. We should have just done a single glazed glass. I think it would look nice, but
No, when the actual kitchen's up against it, it would look ridiculous.
It look like a viewing window, yeah.
Did Harry tell you about the hammams he got in Morocco?
The hammam?
Yeah.
No, what's the hammam?
They have these like mitts on, and they exfoliate your whole body, and then they like turn you over, shampoo, condition you. They take off this little paper thong.
It's actually been quite a while since I would have said this last, probably around the time we were block laying our whole extension. But it's officially time to knock up some more muck. Let's get that mixer on.
Now it's time to do the thing we've always done, and we've always known how to do this very easily and very well. And that is moving bricks from the front of our driveway to the back of our extension.
We always have a theme every week of banging on about something, and this week is definitely going to be weather.
It is time to feed these boys. And I have gone for something a bit different, which I just made up in my head and I thought it would actually work really well. So I've got chicken gyros. So I've got a roast chicken, obviously, and I've made this sort of like mixture out of tzatziki, red pepper, pickle, sweet corn, and a little bit of apple. Mix that all up and put that on the gyros with some hummus and some rocket. So it's kind of like a bit of a fresh one going on here today, mainly because it's sunny outside and I'm trying to like make myself believe it's summer. I hope the boys like this one.
I think it's good.
It's got to be up there, it's got to be a 9.6.
I'm going to go 9.5.
Is this the return of
Nikki the Briggy!
Nikki the Briggy?
Yep, she is bricking up this hole in the wall.
Nikki
the Briggy! And now both the inner and outer skin are all bricked up, it means we have a nice surface to start plasterboarding this kitchen diner extension. As you guys know, a building site can be very hectic at times, and sometimes you just need a good break. And what better way to take a break than to have a nice cup of tea? As you guys know, we have tons of these every day, maybe 5 cups each. And so this little product has changed the game for our tea and coffee making journey. This is the WaterDrop A1 Reverse Osmosis Hot and Cold Water Dispenser. Now, I know what you're thinking, and it is not just for home kitchens. We have been using it on our building site, and it is perfect for those situations where you need hot water fast.
No excuse to take long breaks from jobs, eh?
No, it's actually a bit annoying in that way. It's super easy to use with an OLED smart screen that lets you control everything, from water temperature to filter lifespan, all with just a touch. And the best part, it's quick. The first RO water dispenser with a refrigerator grade compressor, so the cold water's ready in no time.
Oh my god, that's so cold.
Is it? Try it.
It's really good.
Is it? Oh, that's so fresh. Let's talk about the 6-stage deep filtration with a dual UV sterilizer. This bad boy removes things like sediment, rust, chlorine, odours and other nasties from your water, making sure every sip is clean and pure. We've been using this on the site and honestly it's saved us so much time and hassle. No more running out for bottled water. It's also got a plug and play setup, so you can have it up and running in no time.
This WaterDrop dispenser is not just for the worksite or the kitchen. You can use it in your office or even your study room or wherever you want in your home. It's a great way for you to be able to cut down on your bottled water use, save money, and save the environment at the same time. So if you want to upgrade your water game, whether on the job or at home, then you've got to check out the WaterDrop A1. So if you want to give this a go, then check the link in the description below and let us know what you think. It's really made a difference here on site and we're sure you'll love it too. All right, I'm going to go and enjoy this cup of tea now and then get back to it.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm feeling very motivated today.
Are you feeling good?
Yeah,
I'm feeling
really
good. When the sun's out, it's easy to be motivated.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But now it's time for some proper work. And that means we've got a new project on today of starting to plasterboard these walls. Now that's exciting because it means we're officially on the interior.
Yes, and also it's nice because it's something we've actually done before. In our last house renovation, we dot and dabbed and plasterboarded the walls.
Now, if you don't know what dot and dab is, it's just a way that you attach plasterboard onto your brick walls directly. So you don't have to screw them in like you're doing in timber walls. You just kind of knock up this nice gluey, liquidy mixture, slap it on and...
It looks edible.
Without further ado, let's dot and dab.
Let's go. This is the wall we're doing first. Woo! Woo! Let's mix. Baba! That is dirty. Now, the trick to cutting the plasterboard around these plug back boxes is to pop the plasterboard in place and bash on top of where the back boxes are. This should leave an imprint of the back box's edges into the plasterboard, allowing you to cut it out exactly where it should be. Okay, let's see if she fits. I mean, yeah. Fantastic, look at that.
Yeah?
I can't believe how well that's worked out. We are flying through this. We've got this little piece up here to do, and I forgot how enjoyable these jobs are because they're satisfying. You can see the progress right before your eyes within a matter of hours.
We're on a bit of a high.
We are. The sun is shining. I'm feeling good.
How many times have we mentioned the weather this episode? Let's do a weather
Probably
count.
loads.
52.
I think we'll probably be on like 12 by now, at least.
Well, it's good sun.
There's no stopping us now. Just a little side note that 42% of you watching are not subscribed, which is basically half. It might be due to the fact that 62% of you watch our videos on your TV, and in your defense it is more effort to subscribe on the TV. But if you could just whip your phones out and subscribe on there, it would really help to support our channel, and we would be super grateful. Right, that's all we've got time for today, but tomorrow we are going to do the exact same thing. Good night. You are the weakest link. Good night. Is that what it is? We have some news.
We do.
And we have ordered our kitchen from DIY Kitchens.
Which is so exciting because that means that we're going to be installing a kitchen in like
3 weeks.
2-3 weeks. Wow.
Hence why we're plasterboarding away now. You're probably wondering as well, why have you not got the doors in when you're plasterboarding? And that is because they're not coming until the first week of April. So we were trying to get everything done, have the kitchen in, because luckily the kitchen's going to be on the 2 walls that don't have the windows and the doors, so these can be beautifully plastered and ready to go for the kitchen.
Also, it's worth mentioning that one of the reasons we're doing this is because obviously we're living on site, and having a beautiful kitchen diner to kind of be able to relax in, have our downtime in, and also host some friends in, really excites us.
It really does. Sorry, I just see the cat right there, and I really want to bring the cat in. Can I go grab him?
Go grab the cat.
Here we go.
Everybody say hi to our neighbour's cat, Kimmy.
Hi. She's gorgeous.
Oh,
she loves us, you can tell.
But anyway, hopefully you guys are as excited as we are for our DIY kitchen's arrival, because the kitchen is going to look beautiful. Nikki's going to pop some photos up on the screen right now of all of the wonderful and amazing ideas she's got for this kitchen. But if you guys are excited about this DIY kitchen arriving for us, then you guys would be double as excited if you guys got yourself a DIY kitchen.
Yeah.
And luckily we're working with DIY kitchens on a giveaway just on our channel, and one of you guys is going to win a kitchen of your choosing up to £5,000.
Which is crazy. Well, it's a £5,000 voucher towards a kitchen you will get. The only thing you need to do is click on the link in the description below and enter. Using the code WHATADAY.
Make sure you are subscribed to the channel to enter. But one of you guys is going to win a £5,000 voucher towards a new kitchen.
That's crazy.
So we can't wait to show you our DIY kitchens, and we can't wait to see one of yours when you win the giveaway.
I hope whoever wins wants to show us what they do.
Hopefully. Anyway, that is enough talk about future plans. It's time to crack on with the current day plans.
Let's do it.
To the beach!
To the beach? Let's go!
What do they say? They say like Scooby-Doo, they go like, to the time machine or something.
That's not Scooby-Doo, is it?
To the van!
To the van.
What is it? Okay, van, kids.
No, it's Carpe Diem, seize the day?
No, I'm talking about like a saying that someone will know it. Like,
seize the day.
No, to the
Batmobile.
To the Batmobile!
Right, we're now on to this wall behind me here, and we have got a few things jutting out which need to go. So we've got an old, what's this called, babes?
Copper external hose.
External hose thing. We've got, I don't know what these are.
Lots of random nicks in there.
Lots of bits of metal sticking out. So we're gonna angle grind some of them off, and we're also going to attempt to screw some of them off, but they are rusted over so badly. So let's go. I don't know that these are coming out. Hole here is to let this wire through, and I think this is to hardwire the dishwasher. Oh, it does say dishwasher on it, yeah. Yeah, is it over that first? Some strips that are at the sort of top of all the walls, because the plasterer said that when he comes to do the ceiling, he needs a little strip on the walls because it will make that sort of seamless finish around the corner. He said if you try and do that after, it's a lot harder, so that's what we're doing now.
It's not only a lot harder, it means that when he does the walls, there'll be like a crack where the old plaster doesn't meet the new plaster, so it's going to be like, they'll crack along the corner.
Yeah, we don't want that, we don't want that.
And the reason that we obviously can't get all of the walls done now and just finish these walls is because the doors aren't arriving yet. So we're just going to do the slip at the top, get all of that plastered, and then merge it all in when we get these 2 walls plasterboarded.
Yeah.
What she said.
Let's go.
Well, let me at him.
Let me at him.
Tell we're going a little stir crazy today. This is why we need someone else on site like Alfie to keep us sane.
Or Doug Doug.
Or Doug Doug.
Wog Wog.
Wog Wog. Is that your mating call? boarding we're going to do today, and the reason, if you're wondering why we haven't boarded around this door here, obviously you know we haven't done them two walls because the doors and windows aren't in yet, but the reason we haven't done around this door is because we've got to put a concrete lintel in above this outside skin, because you can see here there is no concrete lintel currently above the door frame, which basically stops bricks from falling in above the door. It's like a lintel that sits all the way across. And then on the inside skin, we've got to put in a steel. Now that's because that is going to have a vertical post going off of it to support our dormer, which we're putting in above that. So tomorrow might be the start of steels, dormers, and structural day on the house, which is daunting, but weirdly exciting. Anyway, enough for today, a nice early finish.
So riddle of the week this week is, what can you put in a bucket that will make it weigh less? I feel like loads of you will get this one. Last week's one was kangaroo, but it could have been a toad, it could have been a rabbit, it could have been anything that sort of like hops in that way. So if you know the answer to this week's one, pop it in the comments down below.
Now our first job is getting this sky lantern in, which we are so excited for. We're installing it ourselves and we're going to show you how we do it. We've already done behind me here, you might be able to see all of the flashing for the upstand that we built to sit this sky lantern on. We're just too excited right now to show you this lantern going in. Right, let's go, baby. Let's just make sure we've got this square enough. How much lift have you got on your side? Time to get a frame on.
A few episodes ago, we asked you guys which skylight from FAKRO to get, the lantern or the DXW, and a resounding majority of you went for the sky lantern, and we could not be happier with this decision. Time for glass?
Time for glass, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking it looks bloody great, and I'm so excited for all that sun to come into our kitchen.
Let's bang this glass in.
We also went for FAKRO's anthracite grey sky lantern on both the inside and the outside. Using this brochure, we were able to decide on what type of glass, design and colour we wanted.
Really how easy it is.
The sky lantern came with a paper guide, which also has a super useful QR code linked to a video tutorial of how to put this thing together. And the boys were chuffed with how simple it was to install.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so the glass is in, which is an absolutely huge step. Now it's time to fit the top caps on the top and start making this look a little bit more. Let's go.
If you guys are interested in getting a cheeky 10% off on all roof windows and lanterns, then use the code NikkiHarry10 on this website. All the links are in the description box below, and thank you FAKRO for making this 10 times easier for us than we ever thought was possible. Also, you might be wondering why the EDPM has been left like this over here. And this is only temporary because we have to wait until the dormer going here is in first, before we can fix this in permanently, as well as do the trim around the fascias.
Okay, so that is the sky lantern officially installed, which is super exciting. And it looks pretty good, if I can say so myself. Anyway, that's enough for today, so let's call it a day and back on it tomorrow.
Last episode I mentioned to you guys about how I'm going to do some DIY moulded fascias, and today we are popping the fascia boards on. Now the width that we need to cover is about 46 centimetres, so we're going to have to use 2 wooden boards to do this. But don't you worry, that will all get covered up once we put some moulding on top. But for now, we need these fascias on so we can finish the roof properly.
Leave it to the bed.
Shut up! Right, whilst the boys are doing their thing, I'm attacking the garden a bit more because it's looking a little bit sort of things are everywhere, and I think we're gonna have another fire at some point because we've got a lot of wood and we've got a lot of sort of branches and stuff that we need to burn up and get rid of. So Operation Clean Up the Garden is in full swing. Let's go. All I could think of when I was down here was how different this garden looks now to when we first moved in. Don't get me wrong, we still have loads more to do, but considering when we arrived it was completely overgrown, stopping us from even accessing the bottom of the garden. It's really looking so much better. We're also really looking forward to the summer where we can give this garden even more love and TLC.
If you forgot earlier in the video, then that DIY Kitchens giveaway link is in our description, which is a super exciting giveaway, free to enter. Just make sure you subscribe.
Remember the code is what a day.
And we are promising that we will bring you another episode next week. We're sorry about last week, but you know, sometimes you need a break.
Needs must.
Needs must. I hope you guys have a lovely Sunday if it's Sunday for you today, or have a great week if you're watching it later.
And make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss our next video.
Double subscription asking the outro.
Subscribe.
Anyway,
See you
see you later.
Bye.